Ford's Blue Oval charging network is expanding. It has expanded. It is the biggest in the world. Or, so they'd like you to think. I don't think it's quite as good as they make it out to be, but let's take a look. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's crack into this press release from this morning. I'm Brian. Welcome to My Tesla Weekend. A quick thanks to newest subscribers on X, the people who are actually funding this, making it all happen. Jesse, Bad Daddy, and Zeb plus Bitcoin plus Tesla. Very cool. I appreciate your support. There's 3 ways you can do it. Let's get on to the news. Did you know that the Ford Blue Oval Charge Network just got bigger? Yeah. October 23rd update, it's growing by 25%. Isn't that amazing? 106,000 chargers. Now that means handles, not stops, but okay. You can now access the big 3 new charging providers, Francis Energy, Blink, and Red E across the US and Canada with embedded charger routing and simple payment options via FordPass. So Blink, really? Oh, might as well start listing people's outlets. Might as well start listing every unattended light post that has a 110 on it, because that's ridiculous. It's nice that you're integrating with apps, that you're getting their network into your network, but this is going to be a mess. They joined the existing Blue Oval Charge Network provider, Shell Recharge Solutions, Electrify America, EVgo, ChargePoint, Flow, EV Connect, and Electric Circuit. This is a who's who of who gives a... I think maybe I'm being sent... Well, let's look at the map. That's a good map. That's pretty. That's pretty. It's flashing like a Christmas tree. Ooh. And then... and that one includes... That one includes the Tesla Supercharger network. So... okay. So first of all 106,000 of those, if we're not counting Tesla in that mix, combined are not as reliable as the supercharger network, unfortunately. But the good news is there will be 15,000 plus Tesla stations in May to 2024, probably. Yeah, spring of 2024. So you guys have a little time before the, it's great. I love it. I appreciate that they're doing something, but what they're doing is, don't give me more Blink and more EVgo and more Electrify America. Give me chargers that work. I've never seen the kinds of problems at a Tesla supercharger that we see with all the other companies. All of them. There was a video on X the other day of a gentleman who drove his Leaf to a station that had 3 different networks at it with, I think, 4 different handles, and all of them were out of service. All of them. He had to have his Leaf towed because he only had 20 miles of range left and he could not make it to another charger. Blue Oval Charger Network, North America's largest. Build some cars. You gotta sell cars. It doesn't matter how good your network. If you, let's say this actually worked. Let's say you had 106,000 stations as good, every single one of them just as good as the Tesla Supercharger network. It wouldn't matter if you don't have cars. Maybe sell some cars. Tesla charging update. Ford has increased the estimated amount of Tesla Superchargers from 12,000 to 15,000 and growing. Yeah, because they're installing more. Now, the Shell recharge ones, that could be great because, as we know, they're buying equipment from Tesla. Pricing yet to be announced. That part I'm less worried about. This is just hilarious. Well, at least you got the logo sizing right in terms of order of importance, I guess. Commercial charging. This one actually is good. If you've got a business account, it can just work anywhere on those chargers and it gets handled correctly in terms of your management account in terms of your accounting. Continuous growth of the Blue Oval Charge Network, including a critical focus on reliable fast charging. Is it? I mean, I agree it's critical. Do you? Because and charging at home. More than 80% of people charge at home. Yeah, we should list everybody's homes. You know, PlugShare can already do this. I guess it's handy because now you'll have one credit card account that doesn't want to sync up on the network rather than different apps for different networks. You got to admit that is a step in the right direction if it works. Oh boy, look at these charging options. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, 120 volt, 12 amp. I mean, that's fine. I mean, boy. You can add 1.7 miles of range per hour on average to your e-transit. So in, every 2 days. Oh, gosh. So that's great. I mean, you can also charge from your Lightning, which is helpful. And actually it is. These might make nice little tow truck alternatives, although there are chargers you can already put on a tow truck to give you a jump start, a couple gallons of gas, as it were. So I guess the nice thing is, ideally it'll precondition when charging. So while charging, whenever possible. Oh, it'll precondition before charging. That's clumsy wording. Set departure times, turn off cabin heat, great. So yeah, you can make it a little bit better by being smart with the app. I got to tell you, I'm a little concerned with how aggressive the union managed to negotiate their deal, because immediately Ford announced that they were going to slow production on some of their EV factories, and pricing on the Lightning keeps getting higher, and volume production appears to keep getting lower. So none of that's good. I'm not excited about any of that. Again, none of this matters if you're not building cars. You gotta build cars. My question for you guys is, how important is this? Is this the right move? Is this the right step that they're taking? Is bringing Blink into the fold really going to help? Shell Recharge is fine. Francis? Who is Francis even? Great. Red E. Great. Across the US and Canada with embedded charger routes and simple payment options via Ford Pass. I guess that's good. I think once you get the ability to use the Tesla network, provided your cars work with it, the real problem is this switch to the North American charging standard is happening too slowly for these guys. They can't make their handles switch over quick enough for the new cars. And everybody buying an EV today that's using CCS in the US is looking at it saying, boy, in just 2 years, this is going to be like gone, like leaded gas. It's going to be gone. My car's not going to run right. I'm going to have to carry an adapter with me everywhere I go. And you will. And buyers, I think, know that. I think they're not excited. You're putting a fresh coat of paint on the Titanic, is what it feels like to me. Maybe I'm a little too crazy and cynical there. But yeah, by the way, if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe and leave a comment. You got to leave a comment. I would like to point out that recently my channel's been inundated with comments from brand new YouTube accounts that have no videos, largely no profile picture, of people who are saying, well, EVs are dead. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. All these companies are backing off. Guys, the transition's happening. EVs are not the future. They're the present. It's just a question of how soon you, as manufacturers, realize it. This campaign feels very orchestrated. They're using the same language over and over. Their accounts look very similar. Maybe I'll do a video covering that because it is ludicrous. And some of them show up on videos that aren't even popular or current. I had a short video about Toyota and their a short explaining the problems they're having transitioning. And it was flooded with people at a weird time, all saying the same thing. Far be it from big oil to orchestrate a campaign of misinformation, but it sure feels like it. Sure feels like it. Maybe I'll dig deeper into that. Let me know if that's something you want to see. And in the meantime, stay tuned, stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the next juicy installment.